Blackpink is not just a successful K-pop group. They are one of the clearest examples of how modern pop music became global, visual, digital, and brand-driven all at once. Formed by YG Entertainment, the South Korean girl group consists of 4 members: Jisoo, Jennie, Rose, and Lisa. Since debuting in 2016, they have been described by many publications as the biggest girl group in the world, a title built on chart records, massive streaming numbers, sold-out tours, and a fanbase that stretches far beyond South Korea. But their rise was not only about catchy songs. Blackpink became a symbol of the Korean wave, the worldwide spread of Korean entertainment and culture. They also became closely associated with K-pop's girl crush concept, a style centered on confidence, power, independence, and bold visual identity. Their story is about music, but also about timing, media, fashion, and the way global audiences now discover stars. To understand Blackpink's impact, it helps to understand where they came from. YG Entertainment was already one of South Korea's major entertainment companies, known for hip-hop influence, strong visual branding, and artists with international appeal. When Blackpink debuted, they arrived after years of training and anticipation. Unlike many larger K-pop groups, Blackpink had only 4 members, which made each personality easier for global fans to recognize. Jisoo brought a grounded Korean celebrity presence and vocal color. Jennie stood out with her rap, vocals, and fashion-forward image. Rose became known for her distinctive voice and musical sensitivity. Lisa, from Thailand, brought powerful dance skills and a global fan connection across Asia and beyond. This 4-member structure became part of their identity. They felt like a team, but also like 4 individual stars who could each carry attention on their own. Blackpink debuted in August 2016 with the single album Square One, and the launch was immediate. The project included Whistle and Boombaya, 2 songs that established different sides of the group. Whistle became their first #1 hit on South Korea's Circle Digital chart, proving that they were not just a heavily promoted rookie act, but a group with real domestic impact. Boombaya reached #1 on the US Billboard World Digital Songs chart, showing early signs of international reach. The contrast between the 2 tracks mattered. Whistle was sleek, minimal, and cool, while Boombaya was explosive, loud, and built for performance. Together, they introduced the Blackpink formula: sharp production, memorable hooks, charismatic delivery, and music videos designed to be watched repeatedly. From the beginning, they were built for both charts and screens. The phrase girl crush is often used in K-pop, but Blackpink helped make it globally recognizable. In their case, it meant more than wearing edgy outfits or performing intense choreography. Their songs often carried themes of self-confidence, emotional independence, and female empowerment. The image was not soft or passive, it was stylish, direct, and commanding. This was important because K-pop girl groups had often been marketed through cute, innocent, or romantic concepts. Blackpink offered something different for international audiences, a group that felt glamorous but tough, polished but rebellious. Their music videos combined luxury fashion, dramatic sets, and bold attitude, creating a world where confidence was the main character. That identity helped fans connect not only with the songs, but with the feeling of empowerment behind them. Blackpink's true international breakthrough came with Ddu-Du in 2018. The song topped South Korean charts and became a milestone in the group's global expansion. It was the first song by a Korean female group to enter the UK singles chart, and it became their first track to receive certification from the Recording Industry Association of America. Those achievements mattered because they showed that Blackpink was no longer only succeeding inside the K-pop ecosystem. They were entering major Western music markets where language, distribution, and radio play had traditionally limited Korean artists. The music video was just as important as the song. It became the first music video by a Korean group to surpass 1 billion views on YouTube, and later 2 billion. That made YouTube not just a platform for promotion, but a central part of Blackpink's global power. Blackpink's rise happened during an era when music videos could become global events. Kill This Love in 2019 and How You Like That in 2020 both set records for the most viewed videos within the first 24 hours of release. These records were not random. They reflected a fan culture built around coordinated streaming, social media excitement, and worldwide anticipation. When Blackpink released a video, it became a digital premiere watched across time zones. How You Like That also topped the Circle digital chart and set multiple Guinness World Records, turning the comeback into a measurable cultural moment. Their videos worked because they were designed as spectacles, high-contrast visuals, luxury styling, memorable choreography, and instant screenshot appeal. In the Blackpink model, the song, the dance, the fashion, and the video all function together. In 2020, Blackpink released their debut studio album, The Album, and it marked another turning point. It became the first album by a Korean girl group to sell 1 million copies, a major achievement in an industry where physical albums still matter deeply. In K-pop, album sales are not just about listening. They represent fandom organization, collector culture, and the emotional relationship between fans and artists. The album showed that Blackpink had moved beyond viral singles. They could mobilize a buying audience at a historic scale. It also helped position them more firmly inside the global album market, where long-form projects are used to define an artist's era. For a group that had often released music in smaller doses, a full studio album gave fans a broader statement and helped translate their popularity into another kind of industry power. Blackpink's next major album era, Born Pink, expanded that power even further. Released in 2022, it became the first album by a Korean girl group to sell 2 million copies. Even more significantly, it reached number 1 on both the US Billboard 200 and the UK Albums chart. Those chart positions signaled that Blackpink had become a leading act not only in Korea, but in 2 of the world's most influential music markets. The lead single Pink Venom also made history as the first song by a Korean group to top Australia's ARIA Singles chart and the first by a girl group to top the Billboard Global 200. Follow-up successes like Shut Down reinforced their ability to dominate worldwide charts. Born Pink was not just an album cycle, it was proof that Blackpink had become a global mainstream act. Touring turned Blackpink's digital fame into physical, real-world dominance. Their Born Pink World Tour, running from 2022 to 2023, became the highest-grossing concert tour by a female group and by an Asian act in history. That achievement is important because touring tests an artist in a different way than streaming does. It asks whether fans will buy tickets, travel, gather, and support a show at stadium scale. Blackpink proved they could. In 2023, they also became the first Asian act to headline Coachella, one of the most visible music festivals in the world. Their Coachella moment placed them on a stage historically associated with global pop legitimacy. It showed how far K-pop had moved, from an export watched online to a live cultural force standing at the center of Western festival culture. Blackpink's statistics help explain why their reputation is so large. The group has surpassed 40 billion streams and sold more than 20 million records worldwide, placing them among the best-selling girl groups of all time. On YouTube, they became the most subscribed music act and the first to pass 100 million subscribers. They are also described as the most viewed band on the platform. On Spotify, they are the most followed and most streamed female group. These numbers matter because they show dominance across different listening behaviors. YouTube reflects visual attention and global accessibility. Spotify reflects repeat listening and playlist culture. Album sales reflect committed fandom. Touring reflects real-world demand. Blackpink's strength is that they perform across all of these categories at once, which is rare for any artist, and especially rare for a group crossing languages and markets. Awards and recognition also helped formalize Blackpink's place in pop history. Their accolades include a Billboard Music Award, an MTV Europe Music Award, multiple Golden Disc Awards, and MTV Video Music Awards. They became the first girl group to win Group of the Year at the MTV Video Music Awards in the 21st century, a symbolic achievement in a category long dominated by Western pop acts and bands. Beyond Music Awards, they were named Time's 2022 Entertainer of the Year and became the first girl group to enter Forbes 30 Under 30 Asia. They have also ranked near the top of Forbes Korea's Power Celebrity 40 list. Recognition from former South Korean President Moon Jae-in further emphasized their role in spreading K-pop and Korean culture worldwide. Their success became cultural diplomacy as much as entertainment. Blackpink's influence extends far beyond music because fashion is built into their identity. Each member has developed a strong public image through endorsements, luxury partnerships, and individual style. This matters because modern pop stars are not only heard, they are seen, followed, styled, and imitated. Blackpink turned fashion into a language of global branding. Their music videos often look like high-fashion editorials, and their public appearances connect K-pop to luxury culture. They have also taken on advocacy roles, including climate change awareness. In 2023, the group was invested as honorary members of the Order of the British Empire for their advocacy work. This kind of recognition shows how celebrity influence now moves across music, fashion, activism, and international visibility. Blackpink became a brand ecosystem, not just a recording group. One reason Blackpink has remained powerful is that the group identity and the individual member identities support each other. All four members have pursued solo careers, allowing fans to connect with their separate talents while still returning to the group as a whole. This balance is difficult for pop groups, because solo success can sometimes weaken the collective. For Blackpink, it has often expanded the overall universe. Jisoo, Jennie, Rose, and Lisa each bring different audiences, styles, and strengths, making the group feel larger than a single sound. Their continued milestones through the mid-2020s, including additional global #1 singles and record-setting releases, show how their brand has evolved rather than faded. Blackpink's legacy is still being written, but their impact is already clear. They helped redefine what a girl group could be in the streaming age. If you found this helpful, please like this video and subscribe for more explainers.